Hey YouTube, how's it going today? Thank you so much for coming to my live stream. I'm really excited to be here and to talk about this video today. As I told you last time, my setup's a bit different in the office. I don't know how to do lighting. It's confusing to me, but that's okay because the important part is that people can see my face, and I think that's all that matters. But I definitely struggle with lighting, and now there's like a random piece of hair sticking out, and I'm like, ugh, ugh, I just don't know how to do YouTube, even though I've been doing these for a while, like doing these videos for a while. I don't know how to set them up. I don't know how to set these videos up, but that's okay. Who cares? So, how was your day today? What did you do? Today we saw Fast and Furious 9 or 10 or whatever it was, and it was okay. I went because my husband wanted to see it, and it was fun. It was a fun movie date, but they are pretty cringy for sure. Hey, Monica, how's it going? Thank you for being here today. I really appreciate it. So, there is a big stream going on with Julie, Joe, and Aaron, and so I like a lot of people probably want to go watch that, and so you feel free to go jump over and watch that if you want. You can catch me on the replay. Hey, Gary, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Oh, hi, Ove. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. So, if you watched my other video semi recently, we did a video on a company called Trades of Hope, and they're an MLM company that partners with artisans around the world, mostly in developing countries, and they sell their items to Trades of Hope and then sell their items to Trains of Hope, and then the distributors buy into the company, and then the artisans get a kickback from the purchase of the products. And so this opportunity is really phrased in a way of like make a difference in the lives of vulnerable people across the world, help women keep their children, help women become educated, help women get fancy jobs, and all that stuff. And so it's a pretty interesting one for sure. How was it? I wanna see it, especially having Jason Momoa. It was good. Like, at first, I was like, "No, I'm not gonna see it. I don't want to." And then when I heard Jason Momoa was in it, I was like, "I should see it because I like him." It was okay overall. It's definitely not my cup of tea, but it was a fun outing for sure. Yeah, no spoilers, right, Monica? Oh, hey, Liv Panic, thank you for being here. I have them in my computer. Oh, you mean Julie Joe? Okay, yeah. Because I assumed like only a few people would be here because they're on right now. And that's why I was like telling people in case they didn't know. It's like go hop over there if you want to, and you can watch mine later. Hi, all. I'm sure I won't understand this, but I'm here for it. Oh, good. Thank you for being here, Charlie. I really appreciate that. I don't fully understand it either. I read it for a little bit to make enough sense of it to talk about it in my stream, but we will do it together, and I think it'll be fun. Yeah, you're doing 2 streams at the same time too, Alf? That's so nice. Thank you for being here. Okay, I'm ready to go. Oh, don't click remove, click add. Oh, I'm confused. Okay, this is it. This is the Trades of Hope comp plan, partner compensation plan. Need to zoom a little bit more. Okay, so I zoomed it in so I could actually see it properly. So here are some pictures. Every woman deserves a meaningful, purposeful life. So we read a really quick we read a quick Reddit story about someone who was saying that they were being pressured to join Trades of Hope, and it was phrased in a way of like, you need to buy my bracelet, you need to join my company to show that you care about people in developing countries and that you want to help women living in extreme poverty. And so they're not just selling soap or makeup, the CEOs and distributors are taught to say that they're selling hope for women in developing countries. And we've often heard that, I think in Beachbody, one of my Beachbody videos a long time ago, someone said, like, seems like they think they're in some big fancy social movement. And in this case, like, this is even more extreme. It's like in your face. We're not just buying bracelets, we're helping women in extreme poverty improve their quality of life, right? Yes, page 7, and I realized when one of the viewers, she said, "The end of page 7 is interesting." I said I would look at it, and then I didn't. So we're actually gonna read the entire thing today. Sorry about that. This is so gross. I agree, Monica, completely. Okay, we're gonna start. We believe every woman deserves the opportunity to discover her unique gifts and abilities and empower herself to pursue her dreams. Every woman includes you. Whether you choose to become a part of our Trades of Hope family for the purpose of helping others, for the sisterhood, to put food on your family's table, or all of the above, we want your missional business to bless you. People join Trades of Hope because they need money or because they think that it's a really worthy cause, because it is, but the worthiness of the cause is reduced by the MLM business structure, because we shouldn't just be caring about women in developing countries. We should care about the women in our own company, right? You deserve the opportunity to discover your unique gifts and talents and empower yourself to pursue your hopes and dreams too. Sure, we can empower ourselves, but we need to be paid in order to do that. If you really cared about women in general, those who identify as women, you should be paying the employees in your company a reasonable wage. This plan will celebrate and reward you as a Trades of Hope partner as you help support your artisan partners by sharing opportunities with like minded friends and family to party, shop, and empower themselves by becoming a Trades of Hope partner too. There are women around the world who need an opportunity to work and feed their children, to leave terrible situations, and to rise out of desperation. So, see, we're not just selling really nice items, we are helping women change their lives and potentially save their lives. Thank you for your heart to empower women and their families out of poverty and human trafficking. We pray that through dignified partnerships, you and your artisan partners will empower each other to discover your full potential and pursue your dreams. Gretchen and Elizabeth. So we prayed through dignified partnerships, and so we it's the message that we want to help women empower themselves and leave terrible situations through prayer, through our faith, through our belief in God. And we've talked 100 times about the intersection between MLM and religion. Julie Jo has brilliant content about it. And it's not just selling items. We are now living out God's purpose and God's vision for what He wants us to do with our lives. And I think it's really, really manipulative. This company really disturbs me, yes. And I'm really appreciative of Kirsten, one of the viewers who actually suggested I do this. They could do really good things, but decided to go the MLM route. Why? Because it's greed. They just want money. Shame. Exactly. And I feel like they actually have really nice products and could probably sell a lot of products just through retail. Okay, so this is what we looked at really quickly before in the other video. I hope you can see that. I'll zoom in if needed. So choose to build your business and rise and rank your way. Choose option 1 if you love building teams to help your artisan partners enjoy sustainable success. Choose option 2 if you prefer to rise and rank exclusively through your personal sales. Rising in rank is a win-win that benefits both you and your artisan partners. Hey, how's it going today? Thank you for being here. We're doing a review on a compensation plan from MLM company called Trades of Hope. So thank you for joining. It's always nice to see you here. Okay, so here are all of the different ranks. So this is through your personal sales. This is with a team, okay? Please note that you cannot get to the top 3. You cannot get to the top 3 ranks without recruitment, okay? And qualified branches at 300 QV plus QV qualified volume. We're going to see more detail about what that means farther down, but it just means like the number, pretty much like the people who have people beneath you who meet certain volume requirements. So you'll see that like through once you get to like director, executive director, national executive director, then you have to have a lot of legs that hit the 300 qualified volume requirement. Does that make sense? And so you see your QV here. So you can only get to the rank of senior without recruitment. And then you get like you only get paid 3 levels, but note that the higher you get, the more percentages of your compensation of your commission you would receive from the actions of your downline. I would love to see you debate Scott Johnson, Peter Mingles. Those guys are beyond funny. Yeah, I think they're funny for sure. Yeah, but I don't think I would want to debate them or debate anyone really because I don't think I'd be a good debater. I can't figure out my lighting. Ugh, I wanted to make one side of my face not super bright and the other one dark, but I don't think I did a good job. You know? Oh, did you guys hear that crash? I'll just leave it. I'll stop playing around. I will have to catch the replay. Have a great evening. Thanks, Jenny. I appreciate that. I truly believe these artisans would be better off selling their products any other way. Yes, completely agree. Did you hear the crash? I was just trying to unplug something and it crashed. Okay, so we saw this here. So for paid as directors or above, when you have a partner in your success line who's a paid as director, you receive a $350 bonus. So director, executive director, national executive director, those are the ranks that you need to recruit to get to. And then when you have people beneath you, who are also at the rank that you need to recruit to get to, then you get really big bonuses. And so you can say all day long that you can rank up without having a big team underneath you, but the top ranks that require recruitment, you are required to have a team, and that's when you get the big bonuses. Okay, so compensation, percentage paid on your personal sales. Get paid up to 25% on commissionable sales right off the bat, 15% on consumables, and 20% on apparel. All on-sale items will be reduced by 5%. Commissions are typically deposited into your Sky Wallet within 24 hours. Additional percentages on personal sales are determined by paid as rank at the end of the month with success line pay. At the end of each month, the partner's activity is evaluated to determine their paid as rank for that month. The additional percentages are deposited into the Sky Wallet within the first week of the calendar month of the previous month's activities. So it says here that commissions are deposited within 24 hours into the Sky Wallet. I do not know what that means. And you get a range of 15 to 20%, but it does depend on the rank that you sit at. So and this is just my understanding. So if you guys are looking and you're like, oh, she's misunderstanding something, please correct me. So, excuse me, sorry about that. So see, this is another example of how we are incentivized to recruit, right? So it starts 25, 25, 25, and then it slowly works its way up. And then once we're in the last 3 ranks where we have to recruit, then we get more commission on our personal sales. And of course, we get more commission on the activity of our different levels the higher up we go in our ranks. So you can say you can do things without recruitment, but we're still incentivized to get to those top 3 ranks that require a downline. Okay, rank route 1, paid as rank. This is the rank that a partner qualified for during one calendar month and is compensated at that rank for that particular month. That's interesting because we know that you could hit one rank, but then you can drop it the next month. We know in Beachbody, you have to hit all your requirements and then you have to keep it that for 6 weeks. And oftentimes people will get through their 6-week qualification period and then they drop immediately after. So their paid as rank is no longer diamond, right? But their lifetime rank is diamond, and then their paid as rank is emerald. So that's the difference. Paid as rank, that's the rank you are at right now at that moment, but it might not be the rank, the highest rank you've ever hit. Recognized rank, this is I didn't realize this was right after. This is the highest rank that a partner is qualified for since becoming a partner. This is recognized as The partner is recognized as this rank within the company. Yeah, I see this with Beachbody. People be like, I'm a 15-star diamond. And then I'm in like the private Beachbody groups just for ideas for content. I've never actually like done anything with it. But then like the people who say they're 15-star diamond are actually like 4-star diamond in reality, but like the 15 star is their lifetime rank, not their paid as rank. You would kill them, Heather. It's so weird. They kind of get it, but at the same time, they're like half brainwashed by Amway. I don't think I'm the kind of person who could do a good job debating. I do not think quickly on my feet. So I think other people would do well with that. Thank you, though. So if the commissions are deposited into the Sky Wallet, how do you access that? I don't know. Is that just like their account, like their personal like back office? That's a really good question. MLMs are so complicated. Yes, they are, Monica. They are. Okay, QV, qualified volume, is the rank qualifying value assigned to various products and business supplies. QV can be equal or greater to the product's PRV and is considered towards rank qualification. What's the difference between PRV? Oh, PRV is right down there. So PRV is like, okay, let's just read PRV and then we'll figure out the difference together. How about that? Your personable and commissionable product sales are considered towards your daily and monthly compensation. Business supplies, hostess dollars, half off hostess items, and any discounts given on coupons are non-commissionable. Therefore, they aren't added to your personal sales. You can see a running total of your monthly personal sales on the dashboard in your back office. So PRV is just your personal sales. QV is the qualified volume. Okay, so let's go back up here. QV, does it show you the PRV requirements in here? Like your personal sales requirements? No, it doesn't. It does not. So qualified volume, I'm assuming that's the amount that you would need per month in order to maintain your rank. And so like it does go up quite quickly. And then in the top 3 ranks, you have to have 1,000 qualified volume. I think I'm honestly getting confused between the different acronyms. If anyone understands it a bit better than me, like when I was researching it, I understood it and I was like, I can talk about this. Now looking at it, I'm not quite sure. I don't want to be bombarded with sob stories or lectures of how my life could be joining an MLM. Dude, I just want a product, not a therapist session. Exactly. PV or QV legs or whatever. Right? So yeah, QV is the rank qualifying volume assigned to various products. So QV would be like your like $40 necklace, like how many points are assigned to it. And PRV is just your product sales. Okay, so back up here, okay, so for QV, okay, yeah, I think I understand that. And then GQV, I'm assuming that's the amount of sales your downline is making, and the point value attached to the products your downline is selling. And so look, like technically you could get to senior on your own, but is one person going to be able to sell 25,000 GQV in points on their own? Probably not unless you have a background in sales. Who could understand this, right? I'm trying. I thought I had a better handle on it. Now that I'm talking about it with people watching me, I feel kind of nervous. It's like giving $100 so I can make 50 in PV and think that I'm winning. Yes, that's a great point. Okay, let's keep going. Personal sales rank requirements. To ensure that partners continue to build strong teams and maintain paid as rank for their own personal income, the personal sales requirements do vary depending on the rank level. To receive commissions each month from your success line, that's just your downline. There is a personal sales monthly requirement. We want to encourage leaders to be active in their own business. It's important to the culture of Trades of Hope that our leaders lead by example. This creates momentum and long-term stability that benefit your business, your team, but most of all, your artisans artisan partner's well-being. What I don't understand is that you don't need to have sales requirements in order for these kinds of products to be sold because they are lovely products. There's a market for products like this. And you don't need to have an MLM business structure ensuring that people sell a certain amount, people buy a certain amount. I feel like it would just, the sales would happen on their own. Does that make sense? Like, what do you think about that? So, group qualified volume is the sum of qualified volume within a group. Your personal GQV includes you and everyone within your success line. GQV is considered towards qualification. And so the GQV here, it's quite large, which is interesting. We know in the Beachbody compensation plan, the way that people get paid is when they hit 200 on one leg, 100 PV points on another, and then they get a team cycle bonus. And honestly, 200 and 100 is nothing. And that's why 15-star diamonds get 12,000 a month just on their team cycle bonus because the amount is so small. I feel like these numbers here are a lot bigger, like 150,000 GQV. You have 14 branches. So my understanding of that, as I said, like 14 people who qualify as a 300 plus QV leg. So they meet the qualifications. They have a 300 in qualified volume in their success line. And so you have to have 14 of those. You have to hit 150,000 GQV, and then you have to have 1,000 in qualified volume on your own. I just feel like this is a lot. It's a lot of requirements to meet to get 9% commission on your first, 7, and then 5 on your third level. And then again, we see here there's the team bonus of 1% for the top 3 ranks that you need to recruit for. I feel like we're going back and forth a lot. I'm sorry. So here is the qualified branches thing I was just talking about. I bet these artisans could have an Etsy store and make more money than what they are making partnering with the MLM. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But I think maybe this is like lower barrier to entry for Etsy because maybe some people don't have access to internet or like a computer or may not know exactly how to like set up an Etsy account, right? And so maybe it's like lower barrier to entry to partner with a company like this, but we do know that there are other companies out there that don't have the MLM business model, and that if you're purchasing from a fair trade artisan company, you know a larger portion of your payment is going to be going towards the actual artisan who made your product, right? I hope I'm sounding kind of intelligent. Okay, qualified branches. What is a branch? A branch is any partner that you have personally sponsored and anyone that she sponsored, adding to your success line. The branch retail volume is a qualifier for promotion to move into the higher ranks of the organization within Trades of Hope. It is a great indicator of how you are building your business. This serves as a great foundation for long-term sustainability. So, no, it doesn't, because we know that it is such a rat race in MLM to keep any of your recruits. And so we know for the highest level, you need 14 of these qualified branches, 14 people who have someone underneath them, and then their qualified branches, their legs hit the 300 QP, whatever the GQV requirement is, right? And so what if you have 14 and then one of your legs drops off and then you only have 13? No, you can't just meet the minimum requirement for your rank. If you're at the highest rank, you need 14, you really need to have like 22 qualified legs, because you know that people are going to be constantly quitting, and then you need to have other people to replace that leg. Does that make sense? Oh. Why am I getting annoyed? True, good point. Yeah, and definitely, like, with Etsy, they'd be able to have, like, actual control over everything, like, over how they sell their product and more control over the pricing, because we learned that in Trades of Hope, they do say, like, the artisan controls the pricing, but if there's no actual process for ensuring the pricing is fair, then I feel like potentially, I'm just guessing, potentially Trades of Hope could take advantage of the artisans' educated guess on how much their art is actually worth and really like undercut them. Wow, the qualified branch amount is only $300. That's less than one average party a month. That's a lot. 14 legs for the highest rank. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh my goodness. Hi, Heather and everyone. I'm listening, but I'm late, but listening while driving. Hey, Kirsten, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for being here, and thank you for telling me about this company. It's fascinating. I just got here. How does this work? We've been going back and forth. So these are the ranks within this company. I'm just going to do a quick refresher for Hall here. And hi, Hall. Thank you for being here. So these are the ranks, partner all the way up to national executive director. You'll see here that there's option 1 with a team, option 2 personal sales, but then you can't get to the top 3 ranks without personal sales. Qualified branches at 300 plus QV, those are just members of your downline who have downline members and their volume gets to 300 points. And then, of course, based on your rank, you get a certain commission on your personal sales. Based on your rank, you get a certain percentage of commission based on the different levels of your downline. And we'll probably go back and forth and talk about it a little bit more. And then when you're in the top 3 ranks of the company, when you have to recruit, you also get bonuses for when people underneath you are in the top 3 ranks, therefore incentivizing recruitment. Because you can't get to the top ranks and get the fancy bonuses without the recruitment. So a standard MLM comp plan, correct, Hall. So I did a video called Trades of Hope, a stream. It's a fair trade MLM where they partner with artisans, mostly in developing countries, and they pay the artisan the set amount that they request. And then the MLM distributors join and sell the products and recruit other partners. This is an interesting case because, in my opinion, there is a big market for products like this. They look like super high quality, really, really lovely products. And we think it's a shame that a company with such a worthy cause is connected to an MLM business structure. I hope that was a good minute recap. But yeah, if you want, you can watch the other stream that's called Trades of Hope, and it gives so much info. Yes, thank you, Monica. Okay, so $300 is the qualified branch amount because it's important to Trades of Hope founders that whether a partner sells a lot, or a little, she is celebrated. Please see the chart for the minimum number of qualified branches for each rank. Your personal sales are not included in any of your BRV. Okay. I know it's always bullshit when an MLM says, look, you can make money and advance in your ranks without recruiting, but we saw you can't get the big fancy bonuses unless you recruit. Chances are you can't advance in the comp plan at all, really, past the first 1 or 2 ranks without recruiting, because I highly doubt that one person only is going to be able to sell 25,000 points worth of products, in my opinion. So I think this part's bullshit. I always forget how much my throat hurts when I just talk the whole time. So the personal sales opportunity. Selling is the most important element of Trades of Hope. When you sell products, artisans have the work that they need. I wonder, ma'ams, do you just pay them per piece that they produce? Do you pay them a consistent wage? Is it full-time work? Is it part-time work? Is it seasonal? I want more info. And I feel like if it's, as an individual, if it's important for you to purchase from very ethical fair trade companies, call them up and ask. I think you should be able to ask that kind of question. Okay. If you don't want to have a team or just hasn't taken off yet, don't worry. You can use your personal sales alone to promote up to their level of senior. I don't think anyone who is not a salesperson can promote up to the rank of senior. The QV amounts mean you don't need the BRV or GQV requirements. The QV column shows, oh, did I confuse something? Did I confuse something? No, so what are they talking about? GQV requirements. They said, yeah. So they're saying the GQV requirements are 1,500 to. I'm getting confused. I'm getting confused. So GQV is your group total volume, and we're seeing 1,500 up to 25,000. Okay, let's just keep going. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm flipping back and forth too much. Oh, QV. Okay, QV. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind. When you reach ranks due to your qualified volume, you'll benefit from the additional percentages of on your success line regardless of your branch volumes. Meet Maya. Every sale of her clothing from Nepal provides trafficking survivors with dignified job opportunities. I want more information about the job opportunities, please. Success line level pay. Your success line is anyone who has signed up with your organization. Why are we calling it success line? It is literally a downline, friends. Level pay is based on the first 3 levels of your success line. Level pay and any bonus pay are based on 70% wholesale because approximately 30% of value has already been paid out in commissions. Why only 3 levels? I feel like other people like to talk about how brilliant it is that they get paid on like infinite levels. Why only 3? I feel like it should be more, right? So basically you can buy your rank. Probably. you can contribute to purchasing your rank in Beachbody for sure. Like you can just buy your PV requirements for the month. How did the artisans get involved? So they said that mainly through the CEO's network of nonprofit partners, they'll like reach out to nonprofit directors in other countries, see if any artisans need some work, see if they have the right skill level and if their products are high quality. And then they also say a lot of them will just apply through the website. But that makes me wonder if they're like people are in like a rural village in Peru, they may or may not have access to the internet. And so I wonder how many of the artisans are actually applying online. So either online or through like charitable connections within the country. Good question though. I'll watch the other video. This is really dumb. I agree. This is to reward the support that directors give those to their team. Team bonus is 100% for all paid as directors. Team bonuses now include a director's own personal sales in the bonus pay. Team bonus includes her team members up until her next paid as director. This is not to reward directors for the fancy brilliant support. It's literally to incentivize recruitment. Beachbody says that too. Like they reward us for our hard work and the support we give our team. And so that's why we get this money. No, director is the first rank that you need a team for. They're incentivizing recruitment. Oh my God, that scared me so hard. Did you guys hear that? That was a notification on my husband's computer and like I lost my shit for a second. Oh, wish we knew if these artists are being paid fairly. Yes, I wish we did too. The buy rank makes sense because my friend who's in it, she has so much inventory on hand because she does trade shows. Oh, and like they all say we don't have, like inventory requirements, but then It isn't incentivized. Like, you have to be the product of the product. Maybe in, like, this company, they all do trade shows, right? Maybe they are told to do parties as well. And so, like, you need something for your parties, you need something for trade shows, you need something to show your friends. And so you don't technically have to buy product, but it's probably strongly encouraged. I have my own computer, but, like, right now, we don't have space for me to have, like, a proper, like, YouTube-y setup with 2 different monitors, and so if we ever move into a place with, like, a bigger living room or, like, with a 3rd bedroom, then I could have, like, my own proper setup and just get, like, a cheap monitor that I could just connect to my laptop, and then I could just do it on, like, my own desk. Because right now I'm at my husband's desk and on his computer. Yeah, our house is just not big enough for that right now. Okay, generation bonuses will be paid for the first 3 levels of director generations. For paid as director or above, when you have a partner in your success line who is paid as director, you receive a $350 bonus, incentivizing recruitment. Who would have thought? We already talked about this, but executive directors or above, when you have someone who's paid as executive director or above, $650 bonus. Paid as national executive director or above, you have someone at the same rank as you, $950 bonus. If a partner is paid as a director and a partner in her success line is paid as executive director or above, the maximum bonus she can receive is $350 per director or above. Imagine if you are the first person, one of the first distributors in Trades of Hope, and then say you like all the directors are in your downline. I wonder, is it just like one-time bonus every time like a new paid as director emerges? Or is it like, because we know directors and executive directors, they probably drop and get the rank back a lot. So is it every time they get their paid as rank back, or is it just a one-time bonus? I wonder. I could just imagine for those at the very top how lucrative the generation bonus would be. So I don't know if Ove is still here. Someone said at the end of page 7 is the interesting part, and this is the part I should have read in our video before. So we're gonna get to the interesting part now. Drink break. Okay, roll-ups. Did anyone ever have fruit roll-ups as a kid? I liked that. I liked those snacks. Yeah, Ove, I don't remember if it was you who said end of page 7. Someone said end of page 7, and so we're there now. Okay, when a partner who has sponsored others is deactivated or does not have at least 1 month of $300 in personal sales in a 6-month period, all partners in the success line will permanently roll up 1 level to the next partner who has at least $300 in personal sales in the past 6-month rolling period. This partner is still considered active and will continue to earn commissions on any personal sales. Trades of Hope requires any amount of personal sales within a 12-month period to stay active. Did you also have Gushers as a kid? Fruit roll-ups and Gushers were our main snack of choice for sure. I remembered it from last time, but I wasn't the one who found it. Yes, I don't remember which viewer found it. Someone did. I was curious, so I looked during the last stream. Yes, okay, so let's talk about this. So if you don't have at least $300 in 1 month in a 6-month period, all of your partners roll up to the next partner above you that has $300 in the last 6-month rolling period. That's interesting. So all of these, I don't think Trades of Hope said this, but a lot of them will say we don't have any personal sales requirements. There are no quotas, but this is a quota. So $300 in personal sales in 1 month is a lot, especially if you do not have a large network already, especially if you're not a salesperson, especially if you're not in an industry, in a sector that you don't have like a big network. Like, say, if you're like the assistant to the mayor, if you're a teacher, if you're a hairstylist, then you already know a lot of people and you may be able to sell $300 in 1 month in a 6-month period but you may not. And so if someone struggles to meet that minimum requirement, the person above them gets all of their people. And that doesn't seem fair. I don't really enjoy that. What do you guys think about that? Do you agree that the $300 is a lot? Or do you think that should be easy? Maybe it's reasonable in this case because the products are actually really, really nice and high quality. But I feel like for most MLMs, like in Monate, it would be really hard to sell that amount in a 3-month period, in a 1-month period, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Yeah, it is a lot, right? Right, Ove? And then, yeah, so any amount of personal sales within a 12-month period to stay active. And so if you don't have any personal sales at all, you could become deactivated. But so maybe if your people roll up to the person above you, you're technically not deactivated, you're still a distributor. But how do you get your people back if you're not deactivated? Like, do you just have to meet the $300 in a month in a 6-month rolling period to get your people back? What's the process for getting your downline back? Maybe $300 every month, every 6 months? Yes, maybe. But in 1 month, right? Seems like a lot. It gives you no incentive to keep going, but rewards your upline. Yes. That's a great point. It's odd, yes. Yeah, so you just like completely lose your downline. And chances are these people aren't making much money anyways, but what if you were? Like, what if you were actually like paying your bills with this? What if you were like taking care of your kids' medical expenses with this, right? And then like you just struggle to do personal sales 1 month and then you just lose your business. That doesn't seem fair. I hate that. I hate that. Think we're almost done. How can you do really well on your plan? Ask others to join you to empower more people out of poverty. No. That would be so hard to actually attain that amount for the month. You have to sell like over 10 items. How many parties? Like, that's an amazing point. How long would it take you to sell that amount potentially? Like, how many parties do you have to plan? How many cold messages are you sending? How many social media posts are you making? How many friends are you reaching out to? How long does it take you to sell this much? And then what kind of compensation are you getting in return, right? Yes, they make it so complicated because they know that the average person is not actually going to sit there and read the whole thing. Have fun, hope-filled parties. So beautifully, ethically made products. Beautiful, ethically made products. I would love to hear about the experiences of actually like running parties like this. Let's just see the picture because I feel like it would be a lot. It would be a lot to like you have to find a hostess, you have to buy food, you would need products for the party. You would need so it would be so much time, so much effort, so much planning, so much money. I want to hear someone's experience actually running an MLM party and then like how much they spent, how much time they put in, and how much profit they actually made. Hall said, "Can they sell on Etsy or eBay?" I don't know. Like, I'm sure they could if they wanted to. I just wonder, like, the issue of access. If not all of these people have access to the internet or to a computer, they may or may not have that option, right? But that's a great question. Novka is a great company that helps people get out of poverty by partnering with them by selling their wares. Brilliant point. Brilliant point. I don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry. Thank you for being here. I don't think I've seen you here before, but thank you so much. That's a great point. I think this is a very, very noble cause. There's a market for products of this quality without the MLM business structure. This company, these products would not need the built in customer base of the distributors in order to sell the products. TBH, it kind of sounds like besides incentive to keep them selling so they don't lose everything, an easy way to kick people out if they're not working hard enough to keep their stats looking better. Most MLMs don't allow that, but outside of the MLM, it would do good. I've seen a shop on Etsy that sells goods from a town in Mexico. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. People are wanting to shop in a more ethical manner. It's becoming more and more important to a lot of people where their clothes, where their jewelry, where their products come from. And I agree. Like if this exact same story, exact same products existed outside of the MLM business structure, I've said this 1,000 times. I definitely think that there would be a really good market for these products. I'm getting annoyed. I'm an Etsy seller, by the way. That's my main income. Yeah, I thought I had a memory of that. Oh, I think I've seen DC and the Clown Town like link your shop in their chat. And so if you want to put your shop in the chat, I don't know if I don't know how to make people mods. I wish I knew how to do that. I don't even know if I can because my channel is so tiny. But yeah, feel free to like put your shop in the chat and like I don't remember the kinds of products you sell. I'm sorry, but yeah, put a description if you want. That's awesome. And it's really cool that that's your main income. Good for you. That's great. Okay. We're almost done. Thank you to the 8 people who are watching me ramble about this. I really appreciate it. Yes, Tekoro. I remember that now. Is it crafty things like yarn? No. Tell us what kind of products you sell. And then Hall said that they are also they were an Etsy seller. Very cool. Very cool. Jewelry and stitch markers. Cool, cool. So yeah, Ove's shop is Tekoro. So you can just go to Etsy, type in Tekoro, and then you'll be able to find Ove's shop. And Ove makes jewelry and stitch markers. See, that's so cool. And unlike in like Monet or Arbonne, Ove, you actually have control over your products, the colors, the pricing, how you want to market it. You can do it all yourself. You can do it yourself because it's your own business. Anyway, okay. Doing direct selling differently. They all do direct selling differently, right? Okay, I gotta calm down. I don't know why I'm getting frustrated. We're almost done. This is the last page, pretty much. Historically, since sensationalized language is a direct selling tactic, we are committed to changing. This is not our culture. We lead with transparency and the belief that healthy progress is always more beneficial and realistic than unsustainable skyrocket success. Trades of Hope makes no guarantee of any level of success or income as a partner. Some partners enjoy a little extra cash for bills. Some partners have replaced teachers' salaries. Every partner's income will vary based on her or his own efforts, diligence, and skill. I have stuff to say about that. So those products are basically yarn adjacent. My earrings start at $4 and then stitch markers start at $1.50. Oh, how cool. Very affordable. I love that. So they all these companies say we do direct sales differently. We don't do any income claims. They all do income claims. Every single one. My dad sent me a link to income claims from Trades of Hope distributors, and I didn't want to put it up here because it showed like their actual names, like from their Facebook posts. And I don't know how to blur things. I don't know how to do that. So I just was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But every MLM industry, every MLM distributor is taught to make income claims, is taught to exaggerate, is taught to lie through no fault of their own because they have to sell the dream. They have to make what they're doing in their MLM seem appealing to the average person on the internet and make them want to join too. So income claims happen with every single MLM everywhere, always. The very top always are the ones who benefit the most. Yes. And no, it's not based on your skill. It's not. It's based on your ability to recruit as many people as possible. You don't have to be skilled. You just have to be lucky. you have to be willing to cold message as many people as possible. It would be helpful if you got in early. It would be helpful if you already had a following beforehand. It would be helpful if you were in an industry that would help you find success in direct sales. Nothing to do with effort, diligence, or skill. Ove is correct. Luck and recruiting. That's what it has to do with. Thank you, Ove. Drink break. You had a fruit roll up? Woohoo! That's awesome. My snacks, my big snacks as kids, fruit roll ups, Gushers, Dunkaroos, Joe Louis. Those like breadsticks with like the cheese sauce in it, and you like dip the breadsticks in the cheese sauce, or there was like those little crackers with like the plastic sticks and you could spread it on it. Also, it'd be like sugar, and then you would have like sugar sticks, and you would lick the sugar stick and dip it in the sugar, and then when you had done the sugar, you would just eat the sugar stick. Those are my favorite. You define success from discounted product to extra cash in your pocket. Oh. Bosco? Bosco. Do you mean like the brand of fruit roll up? I don't know what Bosco is. I haven't had them, but I know of them. Fun Dip. Yes, Fun Dip. I love Fun Dip. The stick tastes so good. Yes. Fun Dip is so good. Oh. Oh. Yeah, like I don't know what the brand is, but the breadsticks are like little. They're like really mini breadsticks. Probably like the size of my pinky, probably smaller than that. But they were good. I really liked it. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? The beauty of being a partner is that you can work as much or as little as you would like and fit it into your lifestyle and schedule. With a flexible opportunity to work from home or on the go, you can define what success means to you. We acknowledge that every Trades of Hope partner's journey is as wonderfully unique as she is. She has her own needs, goals, and vision for the future. Some women join us to simply receive discounted products. Other women choose to help us create more jobs for women around the world by wearing and sharing our fair trade line and earning some extra cash. This is the age-old bullshit. Everyone defines success differently, so that's why the income disclosure statements look the way they are. The people at the bottom, they're just in because they dig the products. They're in for the community. They're not actually trying to make any money. They're not actually trying to make this into a business. So all the people at the bottom don't count because they're not trying anyways. Okay. I never had them, but I know a lot of kids who had them and love them. Cool. So I don't know for sure, but that's what I always heard them talking about for cheesy breadsticks. Yummy. Yeah, I loved those things. Yep. I would rather buy straight from the artisan, or what was the company that someone set up here? Novica. Novica. You could go and look at Novica, or you could type in like fair trade jewelry, and you could probably find fair trade companies that do not have an MLM business structure where more of your purchase goes towards helping the actual artisan. Yeah, and then there's the extra shame and helplessness if you're trying to help artisans and can't sell things. Yeah, that's a really, really good point. Like, you join because you need extra money, but you also connect with the mission of the company, which is very, very fair because it's a wonderful cause. And then you can't sell anything and you wonder, like, why isn't anyone buying? Why can't I convey the value of these products and these companies well enough for people to want to purchase from me, right? Yeah, that's a great point because it's a whole other layer. It's not just cute products, it's wonderfully developed and made in beautiful products that it's marketed in such a way that you are helping women literally lift their families out of poverty and escape bad situations. It's a whole other layer. I'm getting annoyed. Yeah, definitely guilt people who aren't doing enough to help. Brilliant point. AKA aren't able to sell a ton of stuff. How can I help them if I'm broke too, wasting money on the MLM instead of actually helping them? Yes. Yes. And I feel like the top people in this MLM would probably phrase it as like, this is the only way you can help people and show that you're a good person. But if charity is important to you, you can like donate to actually like related charities where your donation isn't going towards like the income of the CEO or of the director. You could volunteer in your own community. You could volunteer at the food bank. You could bring food to the food bank. You could donate clothes to the homeless shelter. You could donate to an international charity on your own if you wanted. Like, there, this is not the only way that you can help people in other countries. That's my point. Okay, please note that Trades of Hope does not require partners to purchase or maintain inventory of product. In fact, our partner policies prohibit this practice. There is no requirement to purchase inventory in order to sell and earn an income. We believe it's not sustainable or in your best interest. Transparency with you is always our goal. While there's no requirement to invest in the following expenses, some of the expenses partners voluntarily choose to elect are a technology suite, product samples for themselves, outside training, travel, telephone, internet, and miscellaneous expenses. So, the technology suite, like some companies will say it's optional, but you can't do anything without your back office. Like you need to know like who's in your downline and the volume that you have. In my opinion, I don't think you could actually run your MLM business without access to the back office. And of course, product sample for themselves. Just like in Beachbody, purchasing your personal volume requirements, it's technically not required. You're not going to get fired or let go if you don't purchase product samples for yourself. But like Kirsten said, if your upline is pressuring you to do trade shows, or you have to do a bunch of parties, or you just want products to show your friends and family to sell to them, right? Just to show it off, then you're going to be strongly encouraged to do that. You're going to be strongly encouraged to buy products for those purposes. I don't think there's a way in an MLM to completely be immune to the pressure of purchasing products for your own business, even if you don't actually need those products on hand to sell. Drink break. Charities, volunteering, donating stuff people need, and mutual aid are great. Yes. There's a lot of things you can do to help people. A little bit more reading. Okay. Why does Trades of Hope use the direct selling business model? I don't know, because you could sell your products without it, friends. You could. We use the direct selling business model because we want to help as many women around the world out of poverty as possible. Our community of Trades of Hope partners advocate and sell for our artisans far more than we could alone. They create a higher demand for our artisans' fair trade accessories, which increase our artisans' income exponentially. Our artisans are aware of our direct selling business model and often send message of thanks to our partners. Every company pays for marketing, advertising, PR, promoted posts, commercials, influencers, etc. Our marketing budget goes towards paying our partners 15 to 35% of every sale they make. We would rather pay a woman who wants to earn some extra cash and who loves our mission than pour into corporate advertising. This is how we chose to market, which has led to exponential growth and wider advocacy for artisans. This is an interesting case because charitable giving, charity, helping others is directly connected, is explicitly, overtly stated within the mission. So they're trying to phrase them using the MLM model. We just want to make a bigger impact. We want to help more people because then our partners can spread the word of the artisans' amazing work, and then the artisans can make more money. But if you actually if you actually had a proper like PR and marketing budget, that would do far more than having unpaid volunteer laborers, pretty much, because they are not getting paid. Having an actual marketing advertising budget will spread the word faster, will be more effective than your partner, your independent contractor population. So that's bullshit. We know you chose the MLM business model because it is the cheaper way for you to sell your goods and products, because you don't need to pay the majority of these women. They don't need a pension. They don't need health care. They don't need sick time. They don't need PTO. Okay. I think we already read this. We'll just read it anyways. I think we read it last time, but that's okay. What is the difference between a pyramid scheme and a legal direct selling company? It's not direct sales, it's MLM. It's MLM, it's not direct sales, ma'am. A pyramid scheme is a business model that recruits members via a promise of payments or services for enrolling others into the scheme rather than supplying investments or sale of products. Pyramid schemes are illegal. As a member of the Direct Selling Association, Trades of Hope financially contributes to eradicating pyramid schemes in the U.S. through legislation and enthusiastically abides by direct selling laws. Someone said in the last stream when we read this, they financially contribute to eradicating themselves because they're trying to eradicate pyramid schemes. And we know like the product doesn't really matter in an MLM. In this case, it's actually a really worthwhile product. But in my opinion, the product is used to hide the main purpose of the MLM business model, which is to recruit people, and they will get like a promise of payment. So like they'll get their paychecks if they recruit others into the scheme, and then you are just hiding the paycheck, you're hiding the way they get paid within like the distribution, the exchange of a service or a product. Like it's exactly the same thing. The product is just hiding the business structure. We've all heard this argument 100 times probably. Yep, agrees. Trades of Hope compensates individuals for bringing more people to the company. Trades of Hope compensates you, incentivizes recruitment, which is a major sign of your company being a pyramid scheme. But that compensation is based on sales. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because with your top 3 ranks, you need recruits. You need recruits. And you can't get your like group volume goals without recruits. So in a really like roundabout fashion, you are incentivizing recruitment. It's all about recruitment because you can't meet these goals without your downline. Where was I? Okay, it's based on sales. A business transaction must be made in order for anyone to receive compensation. The individual is paid for the sales they make and business they brought in by inviting another person who also sells. This means product of value is getting what? This means product of value is getting to paying customers, and the people who shared products are getting paid for their sales. Yeah, did you like Dunkaroos too? I love Dunkaroos. According to Forbes, who credits the DSA, pyramid schemes are illegal and the vast majority of their participants lose money. They rely on recruiting new representatives to profit, not product sales, charge reps large upfront fees, and convince them to buy large amounts of amounts of inventory that is not refundable. Their products generally have little or no value. Trades of Hope uses the direct selling business model because we want as many women as many women around the world. We want to help as many women around the world as possible. Our community of Trades of Hope partners advocate and sell for our artisans. We already saw this. They already said this. Didn't they already say this? Charlie says, sounds like double talk to me. I completely agree. You're just hiding the MLM pyramid scheme structure with a product. That's all it is. Let's go back up to the top. I'm sorry if this was kind of disjointed. Yeah, so this is another look at it, right? And so like you're being incentivized for recruitment because you get the fancy bonuses. You get the fancy bonuses here. That's what these stars are. When you get people of these, like in the top 3 ranks, you get your fancy bonuses, therefore incentivizing recruitment. You have to have a certain number of legs. You have to have a certain number of legs in order for you to hit the top ranks. Like you probably are not going to be able to hit 150,000 points in sales without a massive ass team. Heck, you probably couldn't hit 10,000 without a massive team, even though in the manager section, you could still, like theoretically, you could get to manager without recruitment, without a team. Something that's interesting is some of these seem like really reasonable, normal titles. Like someone said, manager at Trades of Hope, and they put that on their resume. That could seem like it's an actual real position. And that's confusing to me. That's weird. That's confusing. So I wonder what these stars, that the stars beside these two things are. Can you see my mouse? So let's see. I should have looked at that before. So that star there for single match branch contribution towards executive director and national executive director cannot exceed 60% of the minimum requirement through December. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I thought I could explain that, but I don't know. So, yeah, that's all I have for today. I hope you liked it. I thought it was fun to go through this thing with you guys. I have never gone through a compensation plan before in a stream, and so this was definitely new to me. I appreciate you guys for sticking around and chatting with me. I thought it was really, really fun. And yeah, it's all like Charlie said, it's double speak. It's literally double speak. Theoretically, you do not need to recruit to get to the top 3 ranks, but chances are you can't get past the main ranks without recruitment, because then you can't meet the group volume requirement on your own, because you can't sell a crap ton of stuff by yourself unless you're a salesperson, right? Why am I frustrated? It's okay. It's been good. Oh, good. You're welcome, Charlie. It's nice to talk to you again. Oh, that's nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kirsten. I'm going to go live tomorrow. I want to do a Tony Robbins video. I did Tony Robbins back in February, and it got blocked by his bot because I let a 3-minute video play, 3.5-minute video play for 1.5 minutes, and then it blocked the whole video. And so I'm going to try Tony Robbins again, but I'm just not going to react to anything. We're going to look at his Inner Circle website. So another fancy coach that has an inner circle like they all do. So if you're free tomorrow at the same time, it would be really cool for you guys to join me if you want to, though. No pressure. Oh, no. Right? I don't like when Huns push their sob stories. That makes me uncomfortable. I just wanted to buy a product, not be lectured on how my life could be better joining an MLM. Yeah, totally. I feel like this comment's familiar. I don't know if I've read this already. I'm not sure. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks, Monica and Ove and Kirsten and Charlie and Gary and anyone else who was in here, and Hall was in here for a bit. And yeah, anyone who was hanging out with me, thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a great evening. Bye.